What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Godly Potential YouTube channel. As you can see, it's night out, as my videos have been lately. I prefer being up around this time. For one, I work mid-shift at work. Been on mids for a few years now. Even before that, though, even before I started working when I was a kid, I always enjoyed the nighttime. I always been a night owl. I don't know, just something about, when it's dark out, it's like the whole world just goes to sleep. It's just peaceful and quiet. You can actually think. I dig it. But in this video, just like a few of my podcasts that I've done, looking at a few philosophy questions, I decided I'm going to make a video on another one of these questions, if I can find it real quick. Alright. This question asks, is it more important to help yourself, help your family, help your society, or help the world? Read that again. Is it more important to help yourself, help your family, help your society, or help the world? So I chose this question because I think it's a pretty good question. And also, I feel a lot of people need to hear this. So is it important pretty much to help others in the world, or to help yourself? So I heard this saying, or this expression, as well as experienced it firsthand. It says that whenever you're riding an airplane, in case of any emergency, when the little oxygen mask drop down, what it says is, apply your mask on first before you help anybody else. The reason being is because if you're not helping yourself first, if you're unable to operate or function at 100%, how on earth could you ever help anybody else get to their 100? Better yet, a society. Better yet, a world. Now, I'm pretty sure a bunch of you are saying, well, if I'm hurting, but I see my friend or my family, loved ones hurting, I'd rather help them out. And that's cool, every now and again. But what that's going to do is run you dry. It's pretty much keep breaking you down more and more. So eventually, you're not even going to be able to help yourself. And if you can't even help yourself, then you're no use to your family, friends, and loved ones. It's like a lot of people get, when they hear the term, you're selfish, I feel like it's got a bad connotation to it. Like, it's okay to be selfish. Actually, I feel like it's required. Need more selfish acts in this world for a lot of people. Because if you're selfish, you put yourself first in everything, because ultimately, if you think about it, you're here for you. You chose to come here for you. It's not to help your fucked up family. Not saying you neglect them, you help them when you can. But if you're fixing your problem, fix your problem first. Because at the end of the day, you're that one in that casket. You're born in this world by yourself, you're going to leave this world by yourself. Unless it's a rare case you had twin triplets, whatever the fuck. But even then, you still have different missions, different purposes here. And a lot of people, oftentimes, the main thing that stops them from doing anything is their limiting beliefs that they've adopted from mainly their parents, their friends, and society. So why would you keep putting them before you, keep helping them when you yourself needs all that energy for you? But the main thing, though, out of those is the family part. Just because a motherfucker incarnated into the same family that you did doesn't mean that you have any obligation to help them. Yeah, I know blood is thicker than water. In a lot of cases. I'm not saying just neglect your family. I help my family out. But I know that if I need this money to help better myself or keep a shelter on my head, not to give it to a family member that's hurting because they put themselves in that predicament or situation. Like once you grasp that concept, shit begins to change and morph and becomes better. Once you realize that this person is here with their own agenda, they came here for their own lessons to be learned. Dude, the power you gain from that is crazy. Because, I mean, think about it. How many of your family, say if you're watching videos like this, how many of your family that you can relate to, like, on a deep level? What, like one or two? Maybe your dad, maybe your mom, and like a cousin. But like, that should tell you right there that y'all just don't got the same purpose here. Even your grandparents, your parents, your older siblings, your aunts and uncles, even though they might be older than you, spiritually, you're probably older than them. So why take advice from them or advice on pretty much following your purpose? Now, life advice, yeah, they live this life for a little bit longer than you. So, yeah, they can show you how to file your taxes and mundane shit like that. But when it comes to following what's internal, that intuition, that higher self, why would you listen to them? That's stupid. It's like asking a child for advice. In situations that aren't mundane. So back to the question though. Is it more important to help yourself, help society, your family, or the world? It is absolutely necessary. It's a necessity that you help yourself. Put yourself above all else. Watch how your life begins to change. Like, put yourself above your parents. Put yourself above your kids. It's going to be hard for some of you to grasp, but trust me, it needs to be done. Unless you want to come back to this bullshit prison planet anyway for another incarceration cycle. Then, if that's your goal, then hey, so be it. But put yourself first before all else, before anyone else. That's my take on that question. Stay tuned for other videos like this. Check out my podcast for other questions that I answer like this. Coming up, we're going to have a video on how to pretty much give offerings to your altars. The example I want to use, your ancestor altar. I mean, because it might seem self-explanatory, but it really isn't. I just recently found out that I was doing it wrong for so long, and you don't want to waste your resources. But yeah, just stay tuned, and like I said, put yourself before anyone or anything else, and watch your life change if you're not doing it already. But that's all. That's all I got to say on that. I'm out. Peace.